Our finalists made it here after many rounds of shortlisting, and I'm sure that all of them have amazing presentations lined up. I wish them all the best. First up, we have NeSL presenting on digital document execution. So can you please have them up on stage?
Yeah, good afternoon. So this is a presentation about digital document execution. Next slide, please. So just a few slides about us, and this is our shareholding pattern. We are a public sector entity owned by the prominent banks of India and some other financial institutions. Next slide. So this is the broad products and services which we have. We have data services, we have DD, which is the presentation is all about. We have EBG, we also have NeSL Enterprise Solution, and we are regulated by Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. So our importance can be seen from the fact that NeSL has been featured for the second time in the economic survey of the Government of India. Just for information of many of us, especially Hans who's come from abroad. So economic survey is a prelude to the budget, and it's delivered by the Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India, and it forms the basis for the budget proposals of the Government of India for the fiscal year. Next. So this is about our product. Go ahead, please. Now, we believe a product should solve a problem. And this is a statement by ex-CEO. Many of us in this audience would be knowing him, but I'm not taking his name. And this is what he said. And from this, you can understand the extent of the problem and what we have tried to solve. The guys at the bank sent me the loan documents, a total of some 200 pages. There were some pages you even had to sign multiple times. I could never understand the point of multiple signatures, other than to remind you that taking a loan shouldn't be easy. So that is the extent of the problem. You have hundreds of pages to sign on multiple times. Yeah? Yeah, that's, if you have 200 pages, very difficult to read. So this is the external problem, and the features of the product is that it's cost saving, it has e-signature, and our product takes the benefit of India's superior DPI. India's DPI is the best in the world. Customer delight, besides enhancing efficiency, and very important feature. And let's read the statement on the top. 200 pages, these are all paper pages. Our product is paperless and digital. Anytime, anywhere. It can be accessed anytime. We have some broad data to see that our DD takes place at all times of the day. Anytime, anywhere. And for benefit of fans, some of our document executions have taken place from abroad as well. Especially for NRIs, it's very useful. E-sign and e-stamp combo, as well as each separately can also be used. In India, a valid contract needs to be stamped. But some documents do not need to be stamped. So our product offers both, as well as each of them separately. Finally, it's secure end-to-end. It delivered to secure APIs from the bank. The stamp paper is taken from respective state governments through secure APIs. So it's end-to-end secured. Next. And this is what we have achieved so far, 40 million transactions, almost 700 crores. Like I said, some are stamped, some are non-stamped. And the green data, the data on the green strip, that is the extent of its usage. 37 banks, 13 NBFCs, 12 HFCs, 1 AFIs, All India Financial Institutions, 2 broking houses, and others as well. And maximum number of transactions we have done is more than 50,000 per day. Next. And this is a journey we started in a small way, 2022. And each million we've taken less and less time to achieve. So that shows that the traction on the platform has been growing with time. And we call this a universal contracting solution. We started with banks, but we found that it can be a universal contracting solution. So we have the entire gamut of banks, private banks, foreign banks, public sector banks, NBFCs, HFCs, one AFIs, and very importantly, it is now moved beyond the financial services sector. So we have one large Government of India PSU, which is now using it as a contracting solution. 2 broking houses, 1 regional rural bank. So it transcends the banking sector. And these are the various type of products, and it is a very flexible solution. So it has been used by banks for almost any kind of products. It is there to solve a problem. You have a problem, a DD solves it. And this is broadly the workflow. The customer will approach an entity, bank or NBFC, he submits the documents, he can preview it, and once he previews it and says it's okay, then he gives his acceptance, the digital stamp is procured, it is e-signed with Aadhaar or DSC, and then it is shared with the entities, the bank and the customer. The beauty of the product is that the customer who is executing the agreement immediately gets a copy of the same for his record keeping and perusal. And as a regulated entity, we get to store the documents. So ours is also a document repository. Next. Finally, we are not just a solution provider. We also ensure that what goes into our system is also legally valid. So any platform, any product which gets executed on a platform also goes through this 3-point check. A regulatory check, whether these documents are permitted as per our regulations, as per our regulator, IBPI, and IT check. Because the IT Act of India only permits certain documents to be executed. Rather, it did not permit certain documents to be executed. So we will not allow our platform to be used for such purposes. And finally, an article check. In India, every contract needs to be stamped by the stamp duty of the respective state government. So we also ensure that the state government has also permitted those documents to be executed under respective article codes of the state government. Idea is to ensure the documents which you do on a platform serve the purpose. What is the purpose? Purpose is that in case you have to legally enforce it in a court of law, it will support you for that. And this is broadly the benefits of any digital signature. The identity of the parties signing the agreement is clear. The integrity is beyond doubt. In a physical document, it can be tampered with. In a digital executed document, it is signed and sealed. If it's tampered, the signature will no longer be valid. And the parties to the agreement cannot deny it. In a physical document, in one recent case, for a Bangalore-based businessman, and I will not take any names here, the gentleman has just denied that I have not signed this agreement. In a digital document, it leaves a digital footprint. You cannot deny it. Next. And this is what I was saying, that this platform is available to users 24/7. And if you see the green quadrant, across years, the number of documents executed in non-banking hours has been steadily increasing from 27 to 31 to 35. This is a very important feature. India may be aspiring to be the 3rd largest economy. But important thing is, if our people, if their quality of life doesn't improve, I don't think our desire, even if it be the 3rd largest economy, our objectives will not be achieved. That's why financial inclusion is so important. In India, DBT helped in giving sustenance to people so that they don't die of hunger. But the underprivileged also need capital to build assets. So that's why financial inclusion schemes are so important. And NeSL powers all the financial inclusion schemes of the government. And by lowering the cost of documentation, it makes these schemes viable and it encourages banks to do such schemes. Next. And finally, it's a digital and paperless solution. I would stress on the fact that it's paperless because often in India, paperless means you simply scan a document, it becomes digital. But ours is paperless in the sense that at no point of time you need to take a print. It is legally valid in digital form. At no point of time you have to take a print. And that's why, to that extent, it is environment friendly. It saves paper, it saves trees. That's fine. I think finished right on time. Thank you.